My name is Rachel Berry, and as a high school student, I've always wondered how many kids actually experience peer pressure. Growing up, the words teenager and peer pressure always seem to go hand in hand. Adults in TV shows always emphasize the way peer pressure floats around high school. Being curious about how much peer pressure actually affects today's youth, me and my friends have set out on a mission to get the facts about peer pressure in the high school years.
Students from Calaveras High School in a probability and statistics class, and we are discussing and sharing our statistical data about how peer pressure has affected students throughout their high school career.
We surveyed 120 people, 30 students from each grade level.
Out of the 120 people we surveyed, 80 of them answered yes to the question, have you ever been pressured into doing something that was out of your comfort zone?
The students had to answer the following questions. Number 1, what is your age range? Number 2, what is your definition of peer pressure? Number 3, have you been peer pressured into doing things that you feel out of your comfort zone? Number 4, if you answered yes, what have you been peer pressured into? Smoking, taking drugs, having sex, driving dangerously, stealing, breaking the law, or other. Number 5, do you regret any time you gave in to peer pressure? Yes, I feel terrible. Yes, a little bit. Not really. Or no, not at all. Number 6, what form of peer pressure worked best on you? Threats, if you do it, blah, blah, blah. Ridicule, little baby's too scared. Guilt, after all I've done for you. Bribery, if you do it, I will give you. Or regret, or request, please do it for me. Number 7, have you ever pressured a friend into doing something you could tell they weren't comfortable with? Number 8, if so, were you aware that you are peer pressuring them, or did it just come naturally? Number 9, have you lied about liking something just because you thought your friends would make fun of you? And number 10, if you were influenced by peer pressure, how did it affect you?
Out of the 82 people who answered yes to they have been peer pressured, 34 admitted that they had been peer pressured into smoking, 12 admitted that they had been peer pressured into doing drugs, 21 admitted that they had been peer pressured into having sex, 14 admitted that they had been peer pressured into driving dangerously, 18 admitted that they had been peer pressured into stealing, 17 admitted that they had been peer pressured into breaking the law, and 45 admitted that they had been peer pressured into drinking.
During our survey, we asked, do you regret any time you gave in to peer pressure? When people were asked, 15 admitted they felt terrible about it, 35 admitted that they regretted it a little bit, 29 admitted that they didn't really regret it at all, and 34 admitted they had no regret.
One weekend, I really wanted to have a party, but I forgot that my little siblings would be home. So I told them that they would have to cover up for me while I threw a party. And I ended up throwing the party, and I told them that they could drink and stuff, and they ended up getting really drunk. And then when my parents got home, they felt really guilty, and they ended up telling on me to my parents.
Okay, so basically what happened was last night we probably ended up going around the party about 10 o'clock, and it was me and my brother, and he invited me to one of his college parties, which was pretty cool because I like to hang out with friends, and I'm fine with drinking and everything, so it was pretty cool. And we got to the party. Everyone was really nice to me, actually, even though I was in high school. It was fine. And we basically started drinking and having a good time. And things started to get a little crazy at about 1 o'clock. And I kind of don't remember any much from there, but basically what happened was they brought out cocaine, and I was a little buzzed at that point, but I got really nervous because I knew, like, I've heard some things at college parties but didn't really know what to expect. So when they brought out the cocaine, I got really nervous, and then when I saw my brother do it, I was really surprised because I wouldn't expect that from him, and I was kind of disappointed. But then I realized quickly that they were probably going to make me do it because I was with my brother, so basically I had to do it with them. So after that, my body just kind of went numb. I was fine doing it with first, but my nose hurt. And then after, I was really peer pressured into doing it, and I didn't really feel good. And I don't remember a lot what happened. Looking back on it, I would never do it again. I mean, if I was just there by myself, I definitely wouldn't have done it. So the pressure around me definitely caused it. I don't think I'd go around that crowd again or do cocaine again.
One day at school, me and my friends, we went to the locker rooms after PE, and we noticed this bag, and no one was there by it, and I don't think anyone owned it because, well, obviously someone owned it, but no one was there to claim it. And we saw like this pair of Miss Me jeans, and I always wanted a pair of Miss Me jeans. Like, I never owned a pair, so my mom wouldn't buy me any because they're so expensive, right? And well, so I talked to my friend about it, and she's like, yeah, you should take those Miss Me jeans. And I was just like, I feel kind of bad because, like, there's someone else's jeans. But, well, I just went ahead and took them, and no one's really questioned it since then. But I haven't worn them to school because I wanted to make sure no one noticed I took the jeans. So I waited for a while, waited for about like a month or two, and then wore the jeans and happened to question about it.
One night I was at a party, and we chose a friend to be a designated driver because all of us wanted to just let loose and have a good time. So we got there, and we kept an eye on her for a bit, and she wasn't drinking, she was just talking to people. So we decided to just get drunk, and by the time we were ready to go home, it was about 2, and we went to find her, and she was smashed, she was done. So I had only had a few shots, and my friends decided, oh, you're totally fine, like, you drank the least out of all of us, you can drive. So I decided, yeah, sure, I'll drive. I mean, it's only a few miles away, and what's gonna happen? Like, nothing bad's gonna happen. I feel perfectly fine. So we got in the car, even though it was a terrible decision on my behalf, and next thing I knew, I woke up in a hospital, and all 3 of my friends were dead. And it turns out I slammed into a tree on the other side of the road, and a truck hit us, and I was the only one that made it.
Through our research, we have discovered that peer pressure is as common as it is depicted to be in a high school career. We also discovered that along with the most common forms of peer pressure, as being peer pressured into smoking and drinking, there are many other forms that take place. We believe that peer pressure is wrong, and in most cases, peer pressure is used in a negative way rather than a positive way.
Hopefully after seeing this video, you will realize what peer pressure can do and how it can affect many people around you. We hope that you don't take this video lightheartedly and think before you act. Remember, if you follow the crowd, you might get lost in it.